Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Everyone.
Hey, good morning.
We are making a giant cinnamon roll cake. This is exciting because I love cinnamon rolls. And this is going to be about that big around.
It's huge.
It's huge.
We're actually doing breakfast this week.
Yes, we're doing breakfast. So that falls into like, you know, you eat Danishes or sweets or whatever for your breakfast. So that's going to be one of our breakfast items.
It's going to be so good. Oh my gosh.
So I'm putting my liquids in first, which is warm milk, 100 degrees to 110, our sugar, and our butter. And we're going to stir this together. Let me see if I can get the rest of that butter out of there. Melted butter. Stir this around until you get the sugar melted a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to sprinkle our yeast in. And I'm going to stir that around just a little. We're going to let this sit for 1 minute. And then we're going to put our flour in, mix it up. And it's still going to be sticky a little bit, so we're going to mix it up and then we're going to cover it for an hour and let it rise. And then we move on to our next step,
which is making the filling.
Right.
By the way, Elsie and I have been extremely busy in the garden this morning. We took out about 30 heads of lettuce. So if you guys want lettuce and it's still available, come by and get some if you're local. And also we took out 2.5 pounds of carrots out of our garden. So I got them completely gone. And now
we staked up our tomatoes. We put wooden stakes to hold them up.
And we moved the trellis over to cover the big boy tomatoes. So that'll have something to grow onto also. And what else did we do? Oh, we shored up our beans. We took beans out of the garden. We have bush beans that we harvested. And we also harvested a lot
of peppers.
Peppers,
when they get going, are gonna go. I've had peppers before, and it's just, they produce and produce and produce and produce for months.
It's crazy. You should have seen me. It took me over an hour to wash and separate all the lettuce and the carrots to bag them up. So if you are in the area, if you don't want to go by the stand and get a bag, then come over here and see Sis about getting a bag of lettuce. So,
all right, this is set for about a minute now, so we're going to add in our flour. I sifted my flour. I always find that if you sift it, that it does better. It's something you don't have to do unless the recipe states it. But I usually like to do it regardless because I find that it makes it where it's not so dense.
And also we added baking powder and salt to this here.
Yes.
While it's proofing, and then we'll add in another about 3/4 of a cup to a cup
of flour.
Depending. So, and we're going to actually cover this up for 1 hour and let it rise. So as soon as this is going to be really sticky. But it's going to come together really well, and then we're going to make this humongous like dough, and then we're going to cut it in 4 strips and roll it up and make a cake out of it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be giant. We're going to use a big cast iron skillet for this. So
all right, I've got this all mixed together. It feels like it's getting a little thicker. When I first did it, it was really liquidy because there's a lot of milk in here. There's 2 cups of milk. So I'm going to cover it up and let it rise for 1 hour, and then we'll finish making the dough. Hey y'all, we are making the filling now, and I softened this butter. It's almost too soft now. No rhyme or reason. Alright, this is your traditional, this is on any cinnamon roll, basically the same ingredients. Butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon.
sometimes you have more, which there's a lot more in this one though, because you have a bigger volume to do.
So basically I'm just going to mix this all together until it's almost like a paste, because we're going to rub it onto our cinnamon roll dough. And I'm just mushing on it so that it...
Oh, it's going to be so good. It just smells so good.
Yeah, it does. I am a lover of cinnamon rolls. Any way you can get them, I love them.
Yeah. Make the cream cheese frosting just so like thick and creamy, and oh my gosh, you'll have me all day long eating it. This is to a consistency that we're going to need to use an offset spatula to spread this on. Let me make sure. It's almost like an icing, basically. It's thick enough. Yeah. All right, we are done with that. Next, we're going to make our cream cheese frosting for the top of the cinnamon rolls. All right, I'm back. Now I'm making the cream cheese frosting for our cinnamon roll cake. So I have a block of cream cheese here. All right. Some softened butter. And I'm going to mix that up. And then I'll add in the powdered sugar and the vanilla. And that is it. Okay, we'll turn it off, and I'm going to add in some of the powdered sugar. Turn it on low. All right, added in the rest. Turn it up. Alright, I'm going to add in my vanilla. Okay. Alright, we are ready now for the cinnamon rolls when they come out of the oven, and we will get our frosting on top.
final step of our giant cinnamon roll. I'm going to put the icing on and then spread it around. This is cream cheese icing. The cinnamon roll is still a little warm, which is going to help to make it easy to spread. Okay, we are good to go. We're gonna have us a yummy cinnamon roll for with our meal tonight. We'll see you in our next video.
And I'm Debbie, and we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.